that's when I started doing illustration for a living, is when I was in Florida. I got the cover to a local paper, the Orlando Weekly.
Yeah.
And so I got to know the art director there, and he was paying pennies, of course, but I was so excited. I'm like, look, I'm a working editorial illustrator.
I'll take
Yeah.
pennies. Yeah.
And at that point, because of the caricature organization, which is called ISCA, ISCA
Yeah.
now, which I know you talk about, but the organization got me in touch with so many other illustrators and artists from the convention. So I had met Steve Brodner and I had met Daniel Adell, and these guys were so awesome and kept in touch with me. So I would feel like, okay, I'm starting to get in this community. I'm starting to feel like I'm a real editorial illustrator. And then right about when I started doing it full time and started pulling away from caricature, I moved to New York and got entrenched in that and animation there.
Did you find the New York market? I'm always interested because everybody says, "Hey, if you're going to be an illustrator, go to New York." I'm not going to New York because I kind of like Canada. Did you find that really changed? Is it all what they say? They say if you are not planning on being an illustrator, you got to be in New York. Is that true? Because you're in Shreveport and I'm in Toronto.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I think it's a different time right now, but there is still an advantage to being in a city that's a hub for something. I know that the Society of Illustrators has sort of a location there, a club, and they have a little restaurant and they have figure drawing. And I had a friend who was running the figure drawing classes, so I would go down there once a week or every other week on a Thursday and draw live models. And of course, if it's the Society of Illustrators and it's when everyone else showing up, everyone else shows up. So I met Carter Goodrich and Peter DeSev. And people like that, they're sitting there at the bar having a glass of wine. So I'll come over and get a glass of wine between drawing. And like, I know you designed Scrat on Ice Age, and you're one of my favorite illustrators. So there's a networking opportunity that big cities give you, but I don't think it's that's exclusive to New York. I think that's anywhere.
Right.
And functionally, from a career standpoint, I know it used to be more like this. Like my friend Fred Harper lives there and does a lot of work. Knowing that you could walk down the street and see the editor and the art director, knowing that you can get a cup of coffee with someone that is maybe hiring you next week, that does make a difference. Like local is always local.
Yeah.
And so the fact that all these big editorial offices like Time Magazine and Rolling Stone have all their offices right there in that one area of Manhattan, that offers an opportunity for locals to be a little bit ahead. And I know 10 years ago or so when I was there were some illustrators. Some of them are alive today and some of them are not, but they were making a living in Manhattan, doing just caricature illustration. And I think it was largely because they were right there.
Yeah.
But now the internet, like you said, you're in Toronto. I'm in Louisiana. I'm in nowhere, Louisiana. I'm directing a small PSA for a Canadian animation studio right now. Okay. I am doing character design for an American animation film that's being produced or made in France.
Yeah.
I'm doing 2 picture books. Okay. I'm working for a local company doing a marketing campaign with my wife. Wow. So the internet made it awesome. The Age of Communication unit, so where you can work anywhere. And I had a director and a studio head in Los Angeles a couple years ago ask me, all right, this is adorable. You're in Louisiana and you're having fun, but why don't you come out here and play with the big boys? And I kind of chuckled and he said, what? And I said, you called me.
Yeah, that's right.
And we're about to work together. So let's do this for a bit and see how it goes. Cause I love freedom. I love the ability to be wherever you want. And that's what the internet's given us.